What's up, guys and gals? This is Chris from Legendary Mana, and it's time to talk card quality and Wizards of the Coast product replacement program. Now, some of you have may seen things like this, see the streaking there, and have seen a lot of different issues with card quality. You know, miscuts, inking, not enough ink on the cards, and as I have, Iconic Masters, we had a lot of issues. From the Vault was another one that we just had a bunch of miscut cards, and this is very common. I mean, this is becoming a growing epidemic. But I want to talk about the positive spin on this and what, as consumers, we can do in order to get replacements for our product. Now, I recently bought from the vaults, 4 of them, 2, and these 2, so total of 4. And I had some issues, like 4 or 5 sets, as among everybody else that I have talked to and seen, and other people have made videos about this, that the cards were misprinted, or I should say miscut. Some of them very, very drastically. And a lot of them would see off-center cuts. A lot of them would see, up too high or too low. And it's just a growing issue. And for me, not only am I a player, but I am also a collector. And I like to collect Magic cards. I mean, it's collecting card game, grading card game. So anyways, from the vault, we're going to specifically talk about this first. From the vault and Iconic Masters, there's a lot of issues, and there's other issues with other sets. And I want to say that there is a way to get your cards replaced. Now, obviously, I don't work for Wizards of the Coast. I basically will not gain anything from talking about the replacement program. But I want to be able to give Wizards a bone and give them a positive review on this process. Now, albeit this process is a very, very long, grueling process to take. But at the same time, it's not like Wizards of the Coast sits there and stocks all of these in their warehouse all the time, especially from the vault, which is supposed to be a limited product, right? So I'm going to put up on the screen now. These are some of the card issues that I had with my From the Vaults. There was actually 4 packs of my cards, which was the Liliana pack, 2 packs of my Liliana, 1 pack of the Huntmaster, and 1 pack of the Delver's Secrets, where they were cut pretty bad, meaning there was either too much on the top or too much on the bottom, and it was very, very, very noticeable. As well as, and I don't have these photos available to me at the moment, but I have a bunch of Iconic Masters cards that seemingly missed a second layer of printing. They were very, very light. And so after all this was going on, I decided, you know what? I want to do the replacement program and see how well do they do. Do they get it to you quickly? Do they not care? Because, if you look at the website, it says you may or may not get the same cards back if they don't deem those as being replaceable. So there's a big, there's a big if there if you don't get your cards replaced. But I'm happy to report that cards that are severely, I wouldn't say damaged, but severely cut wrong or severely misprinted, like one of these, like this is, hello. Zoom in there just slightly and see focus. It's a pretty bad misprint. But, they will actually replace these. I mean, this is clearly not a good card, but this is also a common, so I'm not going to send that in. I like to just keep it just to keep it. But I want to report that the product replacement program in itself, on the surface, works. And you can get replacements for your cards. In fact, I did. I got sealed. I requested sealed packs of my From the Vault Transform replacement cards, and they sent me sealed packs. These were the replacements that I got, and these look pretty much perfect. You can't get any more perfect than that. And they replaced them. No questions asked, no problems. And they sent them out to me in probably, I think this whole process took about 2 months. The From the Vault Transform packs, the sealed packs, not in individual cards. Individual cards, I know, are shipping out much quicker than the packs of cards. But if you want a full sealed pack, and you explain to them, hey, right now, I don't want to open these. I want to collect these for the moment. I don't want to open them just yet. They're very understanding. And much of the customer service people that you talk to, I'm guessing they get free product or at least discounted product directly from Wizards as being employees of Wizards. And they are very passionate about collecting cards as well, or at least the customer service agents that I spoke to. And I was really happy with the process. In the beginning, I felt it was kind of sketchy because, you have to send them the cards, and then you have to wait for them to look at it, and then product replacement team then has to order the cards and then send them out to you. So the process does take some time. But if you are in a situation where these are cards that are going to your collection, you're not going to play with them today or in the next couple of months like myself, I was like, it's worth it. I'll go ahead and send these in and see what happens. Plus, I thought it'd be a good video to sort of just explain to you and to give Wizards kudos for being able to sit there and replace cards. Now, I mean, I think product issues, meaning miscuts and inking issues, let's face it, this is a business that a lot of people face those problems. Pokemon, I've seen Pokemon cards that have bad misprints. I've seen Final Fantasy cards. I've seen a bunch of different card issues when you're dealing with machines that are printing and cutting cards. You're going to have those issues. It's not like these days there's people that are inspecting sheets as they come off the assembly line. They need to be able to save money as well as print as much as they can. It's the nature of how it is these days. Now, does that negate the fact that there is a gigantic issue with card quality? No. I don't think that negates the thing. But I think we need to, as consumers, take advantage of the resources that we have in front of us, and that is the product replacement program. So I'm going to leave a link to the product replacement program below. And I'll put it up on the screen right now. This just basically goes through and it asks you a bunch of information, your name, your address, your phone number, and include photos of the misprint cards, the cards that you're having issues with. Yes, is this a pain? Is this going to be a back and forth, conversation? Sure. But if you want to get cards that are not miscut, I mean, you're just going to have to be able to weather the storm for a little bit and basically allow them to do their job at replacing the product. I went through another similar experience with an air conditioner that I purchased, right? I purchased an air conditioner. I used it for one summer. And the next summer, the first week that we had a heat wave, I turned it on and it was leaking everywhere. Should that happen? No. Does that happen? Absolutely. We're talking about products that are manufactured, right? And you're going to sit there and you're going to possibly have issues because everything is mass produced and everything is pushed out as quickly as possible. It's just the way that retail products are sort of handled. It's a way for them to keep their costs down as well as maximize profits. And they will then sit there and there will be people who won't replace cards like this. And to them, it's, that's whatever. That's what it is what it is. And, I'd have to say it this way. If you're passionate about cards that you want replaced, then you should go and fill out the product replacement form and have that done. There's sometimes too, like with the Iconic Masters cards, that they didn't ask me to send cards in. They're like, okay, we see the pictures, we agree that they're not great quality. We're just gonna send you new ones. Give me the list, and we'll send you all new ones. And so I didn't have to send back those cards. They just sent me all new ones. Now, again, you're gonna have to prove to them with photos and stuff like that these cards are bad and they're not good, and that's fine. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that sort of process. I mean, there has to be a process in place in order to be able to offer that. And, well, we all know that it's going to be offered to anything that's newly printed. Now, keep this in mind. They also have a list of sets and products that are available in the replacement program. And you can see them here as I will show that on screen. And when I first opened Iconic Masters, when I was having all these issues, it wasn't there. The thing that I did was I tweeted to Wizards and said, hey, Iconic Masters is not in your product replacement program. What's the deal? Is it going to be added? Just ask them. I mean, I think we can sit there as a consumer, request or ask for something. And we don't have to do it in a maniacal way. We don't have to be like, oh, Wizards card stock sucks. I have no way to replace this, blah, 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 blah. And I think if we approach things in a way that, is looking and seeking for a resolution versus a combative way, then we're going to have more positive results. We're going to have people who are like, yeah, we want to help you. I think about it this way. I worked customer service for a very long time. I worked in the retail industry for a very long time. Customers I wanted to help were the ones that were sincerely disappointed in the product, as opposed to coming at me and say, oh, this sucks, or this is BS, or this is that. And I didn't really want to help them. And should any other customer, you make it hard for me to communicate with you, then it was really hard to be able to sit there and make a case to be like, yeah, it sucks. I just want to get it done. But there was also those cases where customers were so bad, I'm just like, just get out of my face, take it and go. I don't know. I mean, it's a hard thing to do because you have to be able to communicate to the other party via email in a way that is going to convey without being angry to them, and to be able to understand what your ask is, what you're trying to get out of that. So that's my experience with the Wizards product replacement program. I give it 2 thumbs up. I was really happy with it, although it took a long time. I now have 4 full sets of From the Vault that are printed correctly. So until next time, make sure that if you want your cards replaced, use the Wizards product replacement program. Until next time, I bid you farewell.